227 is obviously below where we are right now, and you recently reduced your price target just a couple weeks back based on lowered robotaxi assumptions. How much of the 227 at this point is robotaxi? I guess you're not expecting much out of the 8/8 event.
Well, it's about 52% of my valuation
Okay.
is robotaxi. Dropped it from about 70%. I mean, look, the stock has run up quite a bit past week or so. I mean, this tends to happen with the stock. I doubt a lot of the investors who are pushing the stock up are doing all the rigorous math that I've done. So maybe it's run a little much. I think the delivery number is something that folks are maybe over analyzing. This is really an autonomy play. August 8th, I think it's important kind of from a conceptual point of view. You're going to get people like me write these long, flowery reports, but you're not going to get meaningful financial contribution from a robotaxi for a long while. So, yeah, I think we're caught between these two waves of growth. Not sure how much near-term upside is there in the stock, but I do like it.
When you said that, others may not do the rigorous analysis, what are you basing this rigorous analysis on? I mean, a lot of other analysts who are pointedly bearish on the stock will say that we've gotten no details on what robotaxi will be or what it might mean for the company. So how do you then plug that into a model which is so fine that you can go from a $600 billion valuation plus to 400 something?
I think the way to approach this, do a top-down look, right? You say, do you believe in robotaxis? Yes. Okay. What is the market size for this? It is enormous. Okay. Then you try to be as conservative as possible. Say, what is the minimal amount of market share I think Tesla could get realistically? I give them 20% market share in the U.S.
Market share of what? What is the total addressable?
Of that total addressable market.
Which is everybody in the world who wants to ride a car?
No, it's a robotaxi market where I haircut and I do substitution of private car ownership, only people in cities, housing dynamic. There's a lot of work, yeah. And so you do that math and you come out to a pretty conservative. Actually, the reason why I cut from 600 to 400 billion is because I lowered my pricing assumption with the help of our internet analysts, and I raised the amount that companies like Uber and Lyft are going to get from that relationship because I was underestimating the value from those app providers.
I'm interested in your take on how far ahead of the curve they are on robo-taxis in terms of innovation, because clearly they were ahead of the curve on EVs, but pretty much everyone's caught up with them now, and some Chinese players like BYD can deliver EVs at a much lower cost. So could the same thing apply on robo-taxis, at least this time, even before it's become widespread and adopted?
Yeah, that's why I did this approach where I looked at the entire ecosystem. There's a lot of players that are going to play in this, right? It's like really three parts. It's the car, it's the software, it's the app. There are going to be a lot of OEMs that are going to make the car. There are going to be a lot of companies that will do the software. In terms of them specifically, I do think FSD version 12 was a breakthrough event. I mean, Elon's completely pivoted the company from not only from a headcount perspective, but in terms of pushing out the next-gen facility, now unveiling the robotaxi on August 8th. It is a game changer, and they do have the most miles on the road thanks to Autopilot, the biggest fleet of cars on the road. There are a couple other companies, obviously. Mobileye is a good notable one. Obviously, GM and Waymo are. So there are going to be a lot of players in the ecosystem. All I'm saying is they will have a big seat at the table. And like I said, 20% market share for their walled garden, I don't think that's unreasonable, and only 7 to 8% in Europe and China. It's because the overall TAM is so big. It's in the trillions of dollars. I'm only saying they're going to get 400 billion of this enormous game-changing market.
You say, I mean, the stock has almost erased all of its losses for the year. You said earlier those who are sending it up perhaps now are not doing the rigorous math you do. But has that ever been the case that they do the rigorous math? And does it, and when, if any, does it actually matter?
It doesn't. You're absolutely right. You have to do this like second derivative thinking with the stock, right? I think what's important to take away from yesterday is not necessarily the stock price, but it's the fact that people are capitulating on giving up on it, right? People want to be constructive on it. That's a signal to me that people are coming around to the robotaxi argument. You know, I've been coming on CNBC for over a year talking about robotaxis. If you look at the YouTube clips and the comments, it's been, this guy's crazy, his shirt is ugly, like 6 months ago. Look at my recent commentary on YouTube. My mom loves it. It's more positive. So I think there is a sentiment shift, getting more constructive on this as a reality, not just me with my tinfoil hat on talking about science fiction. So I think people are getting more realistic. I see that as a translation of the stock move, not really that deliveries mean something significant. Cars is only less than 10% of the value of my price target.
What about robots?
I don't value that. It could be something, but I'm looking only at the businesses that they're actually going to do something with, that I believe they can. And there's something we didn't even talk about, Megapacks, energy storage.
Right.
There's something that came out yesterday,
Yes.
9.4
Record deployment.
gigawatt hours.
Yeah.
Last year, the entire globe, 100. They did that 9 in 1 quarter. They were 15% of the market last year. They're gaining market share. This thing is growing by like 80% this year. It's actually worth more than my car business as well. I don't think many people are talking about energy storage either.